What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here to talk about UFC fighters in every division that need to lock in, bro. They need to stop playing around. They think everything's a fucking game. And this was spurred by UFC 299. Kevin Holland took on MVP. And again, as per usual, decided to be like, bro, I wasn't even trying, dude. Dude, I was literally just messing around, guys. I mean, look at this guy, dude. He's not even fighting me. Kevin, it's time, man. So today I'm going to be talking about a fighter in every division that needs to lock in, including Kevin Holland. But let's start off in the flyweight division. Brandon Moreno, bro. Tighten up, bro. You can't be playing with Legos anymore, buddy. You're on a 2-fight losing streak now. It's time to lock in. It's time to, activate the midget weight comeback of the century. You are one of the only guys that has a chance to beat Pantoja at flyweight. They're talking about this dude from Bellator, Kyoji Horiguchi or whatever his name is. Deadass. Don't know what this guy could walk in the room right now and be like, hey, what's up? I'd be like, what are you here for? Are you like a plumber? I don't give a fuck about this guy fighting Pantoja. Moreno, you went to a split decision with him, bro. You're the only one who can do it. You have to lock in, bro. Stop playing with Legos. Stop trying to swing overhands like you're Deontay Wilder. Lock in, tighten up, get back to what made you a champion. Or if you're not going to do that, take on money fights now. Move up to bantamweight, fight Cejudo, whatever you want. But Brandon Moreno, you need to lock in, bro. You need to lock in like a Lego piece. Trust. All right, that was a good one. Come on, bro. Okay, let me move on to the bantamweight division. And you know what? Speaking of him, listen, man. Seriously, dude. Listen, dude. I might retire, guys. Listen, dude. I'm getting rid of coaches, man. That means you, dude. Henry Cejudo. Are you a wrestler? Are you Conor McGregor or are you Khabib? Decide right now. And are you fighting? Are you retired? Make up your fucking mind, all right? Henry Cejudo, are you Mexican or you're American? Lock in. Make a fucking choice and stick with it, dude. Either you're fighting and you're going back for the belt and you have a clear path of I'm going to fight this guy at bantamweight, I'm going to fight this guy at bantamweight, and I'm going to go on a title run. Or if you're just going to stick around and fuck around, fight Brandon Moreno. Fight like, I don't know, some other flyweights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try and beat Moreno, move down one last time and fight Pantoja. Do something, bro. Because it's getting sad, bro. You're getting ragdolled by Marab. They were literally laughing at this dude on UFC 299 talking about he picked up Cejudo like a toy. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. You got done dirty, bro. You got picked up like a tennis ball by a dog, dude. You're literally getting bitched by Marab, bro. So Henry Cejudo, with all due respect, you need to lock in, bro. I can't see you on embedded in a fucking boardroom meeting with your brother. Listen, dude, I think we should spar in gloves, man. I really think we should wear shorts when we spar, bro. Okay? Tighten up, bro. Get your shit together. Henry Cejudo, lock in. Let's move on to the featherweight division. And this is kind of a random pick, but I just had to think about this for a bit. And, bro, this guy thinks everything's a fucking game, man. This guy thinks everything is sunshine and rainbows. Alex Caceres, one of the most inconsistent fighters at featherweight. If this guy decides to dial in, if this guy decides to tap in, all right, he could get some shit done at featherweight. He was on a good little run for a second there. His record was like 13-13, and he upped that shit to 21-14. He went on a good little run at featherweight. He lost to Giga Chikadze, close fight, but you didn't get destroyed by Chikadze, and he's a solid featherweight contender. I honestly think if Alex Caceres dials in, focuses more on his jiu-jitsu, really like taps in and not trying to be like, oh, whatever, I'll just show up and do cool moves. Genuinely, if this guy totally dials like that guy on Instagram, that Davis Clark dude, bad day to be a featherweight contender if Alex Caceres locks the fuck in. So he is my pick for featherweight. I see a lot of potential in this dude. He's young as well. He had a close fight with Yair Rodriguez. It could be him right now getting eagle maxed by Ortega, but he's got to dial in a little bit. All right, dude. Let's move on to the lightweight division. People asked for an impression of this guy in my last video when I talked about him. I think I was talking about him in the fights to make video. Dude, if Bobby Green locks in, it's gonna be the shit, dude. It's gonna be the fucking shit, dude. Bobby Green, what are you doing? How the fuck do you... Bro, this guy literally destroyed Tony Ferguson, destroyed Grant Dawson, and now I'm not sure whether to pick him against Jim Miller. If that is not the definition of tighten the fuck up, not everything's a fucking game to this guy. Imagine what he could get done if he really tried. If he, instead of losing fights and being like, oh, bro, I didn't even want to wrestle, bro. Imagine you actually gave a fuck. Imagine what you would get done if you actually gave a fuck. So Bobby Green is a guy that definitely needs to dial in. He needs to lock the fuck in. All right. And he just needs to make it happen. Like, if he actually took his shit seriously, I do think he could go on a decent little journeyman run at the rankings. I mean, Cowboy Cerrone was how old when he went on that crazy run, when he beat up Alia Quinta, beat up Alexander Hernandez, got to fight Tony Ferguson. Bobby Green could easily get 2 good wins in a row and end up fighting in like a top 5 bout. If Benoit Saint Denis can get jumped up the rankings for beating Matt Frivola, what's stopping Bobby Green? Himself. So, Bobby Green, please dial in, bro. Please KO Jim Miller. And take out Bo Nickel backstage if you see him as well, because why the fuck is he on the main card? But listen, with that aside, Bobby Green, serious pick here at lightweight. And let me move on to the man that I made this video about, okay? Kevin Holland, bro. Kevin fucking Holland. Kevin Trailblazer Holland. What are you doing? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You go to a split decision with JDM. And now you got, dude, now you're just selling against MVP, bro. You had his neck. If you wrestled Wonderboy, you could have made it more competitive. I knew this guy was going to fucking sell against MVP. That's why I picked MVP. And I knew it was going to happen when I watched his Brett Okamoto interview, because this is what happens with Kevin Holland. I'm pissed, bro. I'm sick of this guy, man. His shtick is dead now. Okay? I'm sick of Kevin Holland's shit. Every time he comes into a fight week, I go, bro, you know what? He might actually clutch up. He might actually dial the fuck in and get this done. Kevin Holland is literally that guy that does not study for exams and is like, oh yeah, I got a D+. Who gives a fuck? But deep down, you know he could get an A if he actually tried. That's literally Kevin Holland. And I knew he was cooked when he came into fight week, and Brett Okamoto was like, what did you take away from the Wonderboy fight? And he just goes, don't break my hand. It was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So you think you lost because it was your hand. Nothing to do with your footwork that doesn't exist, your head movement that doesn't exist, your chin, that's literally the only thing you rely on, and your weird power. Kevin Holland, you are literally a black belt, bro. You are a fucking black belt. You are big as fuck at welterweight. You have KO power. You submitted Michael Chiesa. You made Michael Chiesa look like shit. That was your one win per year where people go, oh my god, Kevin Holland's going on a run now. That was it. Don't let that be the last one, bro. Come back, sub Neil Magny, go up to middleweight, beat up Chris Curtis, one of the two. Dude, if you actually try to use your jiu-jitsu, oh my god, on short notice, he almost beat Thiago Santos using his jiu-jitsu. He took down Derek Brunson, and this fucking guy loses to Kyle Dorcas, an MVP, easily. It's because you're a fucking... Lock the fuck in. Kevin Holland, this is you. I'm dead serious. Kevin, listen to me. Lock in. We know you oh, I don't care. You should care. Stop fucking caring. Stop fucking trying. Kevin Holland, I'm sick of your shit, dude. You sold the bag at $2.99. Good luck fighting on the prelims against Neil Magny on a pay-per-view. You're cooked. Let me move on to the middleweight division before my blood pressure fucking rises, alright? Paulo Costa. Hey, look at his fucking arms in this shit. Like, how T-Rexical they are. But dude, I like Paulo Costa. I was the only one giving him respect going into the Whittaker fight. I was the one giving him respect when he pulled out of the Hamzat fight, okay? And it's my job now to say to my boy Paulo Costa, it's time to dial the fuck in. You're funny, bro. You got good tweets. You know, you're a good fighter. It's not good enough to lose a close decision anymore, bro. We got to dial in, bro. We got to call out Hamzat. We got to be wrestling more in our fights. We got to be mogging people more in our fights. We got to be throwing more kicks because they're brutal. Okay? Paulo Costa, it's now or never, dude. You can be a contender because you have all the skills, or you can be fucking Marvin Vettori and just float around being fed to prospects. You either win or you lose, and then you come back on a little win streak. That's your two options right now. You're at the road. You're at the fork in the road. Okay? Paulo Costa, it's time, bro. Dial the fuck in. You know, this shit ain't a fucking game anymore, bro. Let me move on to another guy who deadass thinks everything is a fucking game in UFC. Johnny Walker, bro. Johnny Walker, bro. Again, a guy that's ranked number 7, middle of the pack now. When you have all the physical tools, aside from a chin, to be a top contender. You have everything it takes. I want to see this guy at heavyweight, Loki, but you have everything it takes. This guy thinks everything's a fucking game, bro. This guy thinks life is sunshine and rainbows, dude. It's time to fucking dial in, Johnny Walker, alright? Stop trying to just fluke your way to a win. Keep being boring. I never thought I'd say that. You should be more boring, because that's when you went on your best run, was when you were boring as fuck. This guy took Anthony Smith to a cautious decision. and people were picking him to beat Ankalaev from that. So maybe you need to be more boring instead of trying to entertain people, because you are entertaining, but in the wrong way when you lose. So Johnny Walker is a guy that I think needs to really go back to his wrestling roots, his grappling roots. It doesn't matter if you're not as skilled at them. First of all, you're at light heavyweight. Like, who's up there that's really, really skilled? Oh my God, Yuri Prohaska, bro. Don't wrestle with that guy. Oh my God, his skills are insane. Oh my God, dude. Don't try and wrestle Anthony Smith, man. This guy's a crafty veteran. He's a real technical guy. Dude, you're giant. I think you'll be fine, okay? So Johnny Walker, I think he needs to wrestle more. And I think he just needs to stop treating everything like a fucking game, bro. Like, how many times do I have to say that for these guys to get it, bro? Do you guys not watch these fights and just be like, imagine if this guy tried? Like, imagine if this guy deadass took his fight career as seriously as some of the top fighters in the world, even guys that are less skilled, less physically impressive. They just put all their time, their experience points, all their level up points into being a good fighter. Imagine if all of these guys fucking did that. Imagine what they would accomplish. And there is one man left to talk about in this video. He is fighting this weekend. Tai Tuivasa, bro. Tai Tuivasa, bro. I'm not Tai Tuivasa, by the way, guys. Tai Tuivasa. How the fuck do you go on a legendary run where you knock out Derek Lewis and you're one win away from a title shot, and now I don't know whether to pick you or Marcin Tybura? This shit ain't a game anymore, bro. It's all well and good that you made your money, but if you want to be a UFC fighter, bro, you got to dial in, bro. You got to stop training at fucking Snap Fitness, bro, on Embedded. Go watch my video about, you know, the Tai Tuivasa training camp, because that shit was crazy. This dude's training in a public gym, you know. He needs to lock in. He needs to dial the fuck in. Take this shit serious like you did on that title run when you beat Derek Lewis and all those guys when you're training in Abu Dhabi. I want to see Tai Tuivasa pushing himself, bro, because he has actually good striking. That's the thing. Tai Tuivasa has all the skills. It's all about how he shows up. If he shows up like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro, whatever, you're going to get fucked up, dude. But I think if Tai Tuivasa takes his shit seriously, he could legit be a problem for everybody. He dropped Cyril Gane. Are we forgetting that? He went to war with Cyril Gane. So I think Tai Tuivasa is a very underrated fighter that if he takes this shit a little bit more serious, all these guys, I think they all have crazy good potential. But they're kind of maybe complacent, or they're just wasting it. That's what I get from the outside looking in. And, you know, I don't know what's going on in their heads, but when I watch them fight, I just think, bro, especially Kevin Holland, he's the reason I made this video. But this is my list of UFC fighters that need to lock in. They need to get absolutely dialed. Let me know your thoughts down below. What fighter pisses you off the way that they approach the game? Let me know in the comments down below, boys. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, because at 20,000 subs, we're very, very close to that. I'm going to be doing the impressions tier list with every single impression that I do. All of them. So it's going to be a big video. So subscribe if you're not already to see that. And go follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA for my picks for Tuivasa versus Tybura, because I ain't putting that shit on YouTube. I'm not trying to kill my channel. Let me know what you guys think down below if you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.